nice to introduce you to Lithuanian people because I really wanted people to see you and I really wanted people to hear you because you are someone who is super important for Irish sauna culture, I think. So that's why I really want to introduce you to Lithuanian people, to Lithuanian sauna lovers. And just I want you to tell your story. Why? How you came to sauna? How you came to the idea that you want sauna and what you are doing here?
Well, to be totally honest, in the beginning, I just kind of came up with this idea to create a sauna because we have such nice nature in Ireland and, you know, beautiful seas and beaches and lakes and rivers, and I thought it would be really amazing to create a sauna so we could really, you know, connect with them, but also, and be in nature, but also to create a sauna or something. Before I thought of the idea of sauna, that people came together in nature, you know, and did something, you know, positive for themselves, their bodies, and so connected, so create community and a place to meet in nature. That was really the reason, and sauna just came to me, and yeah, that was how.
When it started?
When? It's about, well, I'd say the idea came to me probably nearly 20 years ago, I'd say.
Wow.
Yeah. So probably about 18 years ago, really, sometime 18, 19 years ago, because I had the idea for maybe 5 years, kind of going, oh, it'd be really good to make and create this. And I would say it to friends and they were like, oh, it's a great idea. And then probably about 14 and a half years ago or so, or maybe 15, wait, no. Yeah, maybe 15 years ago, kind of, I started to kind of really think about it seriously, and I had a little bit of money saved, and I was like, oh, I'm going to make it, I'm going to do it, because there's going to be loads of them really soon. So if I don't make it now, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss the opportunity, you know. There'll be loads everywhere. So yeah, about 14 years ago, I started. I bought the trailer and then started to build it, and there was really no information I could find. I mean, I'm sure there was lots of information in different languages, but there wasn't a huge amount of information in English of how to build the sauna. So I just looked up, I got a few ideas, and I just started to make it.
So, and you did it yourself with your hands?
With friends, yeah.
With some friends?
Yeah.
But also you did some part of the work.
I did loads of it, just, and I would have researched it, and I would have figured it out, and it was quite challenging because people in Ireland, there wasn't much saunas, and there was definitely no mobile sauna. So a lot of people, like when I would go in and say, oh look, I'm looking for this thing, I'm building a mobile sauna, they were like, it's not possible. Was what the answer. I got that a lot during the making, you know. So it was quite challenging making it because a lot of people thought it wasn't possible.
So, and this sauna is like what old?
It's 12 and a half years old.
Yes, and the same what you constructed, it is still the same.
Yeah, this is still the same. The outside is still the same, but the inside I've changed the inside wood, I've changed the benches, I changed the floor, you know. So yeah, but pretty much it's pretty much looks like it did the first day I started. Pretty much the bench is still, you know, seats. This is kind of pretty much. I'm always improving, but it's been always the idea of, like, you know, sitting around and connecting with people, and yeah.
And you are traveling from one place to other place, or
so
somewhere?
That just happened when I built the sauna, and I didn't really know where to set it up or what I was doing, so I just kind of started to bring it to different locations, like beaches, and then friends would say, bring it here, I live in, you know, it's another part of Ireland. Another friend would go, but come here, Shirley, and bring in another part, and then it just, I had a camper van at the time, and because I wasn't making so much money, because, you know, not many people had known about or wanted or could understand the whole idea of sauna and maybe jumping into the river or the sea, I wasn't so busy in the beginning. So the best way, I had a camper van and I just moved into the camper van and I just went on the road with the sauna. So it kind of happened. There was no plan. I had no plan. I had no business plan. People would ask me, what am I going to do when I build it? And I was like, I don't know. I'm going to build this. And the worst case scenario is I will own a sauna. So it just kind of all happened.
What was the sauna situation when you started?
There was the only saunas really that were in leisure centres, and they weren't very good, or there was no outdoors, really no outdoor saunas.
Because I know that you are really a legendary person in Ireland, because you was a kind of person who started all this sauna movement.
Well, that's what they say, but I think the movement would have started anyway. I just happened to...
Someone had to do it.
Yeah, someone had to do it. I just happened to do it, but it was going to start. I mean, definitely.
You are a kind of mummy of Irish saunas.
Yes,
and everybody's coming, oh, it's a legendary Shirley who did it. And also you was the first one who's, okay, maybe not the first one, but you started also this Lithuanian sauna movement, Lithuanian PRIEPIRTIS movement here.
Yeah, the training, yeah.
Yes, and
the training wouldn't have
how you found it, how you came to the idea that you want to do it.
Well, I'd always heard of it. It was like this thing I'd heard of, and I suppose like just the journey of the sauna for me, it was like it kind of. I was always on the move, and it was this gradual thing where it was just getting busier and busier, and it just, I don't know, it was hard to kind of step out of it. So I always felt it was this thing I would, connect to it, or, I'd have to go to another place, to connect to it. And then, a friend of mine, Emil, he was camping here in this valley, and he popped down and he said, oh yeah, have you tried, the sauna with the whisks and everything? And I was like, oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for. And I experienced that, and then I just went searching for a way of learning more and understanding it, because instantly I fell in love with it because of the connection with nature, the leaves, and bringing nature into the sauna. It was the part that was missing for me, And then I searched and I found that Birutė was doing a workshop or a training in the UK, and so then I connected with you and I connected with them, and then I did the training 1 and 2, and I just made a promise that I wanted to bring it to Ireland. And here we are, sitting in a valley by a river in Ireland.
Yes. And now, okay, I'm coming like 2 years to this place.
Yeah, 2 years now, just in the February, at least 2 years. Yeah.
And how many people we have already who went through this training?
30.
30.
Yeah.
30 who are already
in the process. Yeah.
So it is quite big community. Do you feel that it is changing somehow? That you have a kind of community?
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually been really big. For me personally, just kind of because some of the people that are in the process of training here have their own saunas, and they're part of the sauna and mobile sauna community. So it's been really great to be together and connect with them and get to know them much, really well. And because of that, it has had a really positive impact on the greater sauna community, because even there's a few of us that have done the training here that are now in the process of creating an association, a sauna association, like here in Ireland. And it's mostly the people that have done the training here with Birutė. So it's a big influence. It's had a big impact on my life, and it's definitely influenced the whole sauna culture and movement here in Ireland.
I know that, okay, probably it would happen also other ways, but also this had a kind of interesting side effect that we started doing this, that you came to the idea to revive your Irish sauna.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember the story that some of Irish people said that, oh, you are so lucky that you have your tradition and we have no tradition. And I said, did you try to Google? And I remember that I just googled and gave this picture to you, that you have the Irish sweat lodge, you have this Irish sweat house, in fact.
Yeah.
And then what is happening? You are really...
Yeah, I mean, I was aware of the sweat houses, definitely. But I suppose it's that, I mean, in a way, it's what's really drawn to, you know, to the Lithuanian culture. It's unbroken, you know, tradition has been handed down, and in Ireland it's been broken, you know. It doesn't mean that it's gone or lost forever. It's just broken, and so there are many like remains of sweat houses.
Just could you describe, because Irish sauna is something that is absolutely mystery for most of the people.
Yeah,
they have no idea that this phenomenon exists, and even in Ireland, not many people know that it is. So what is Irish sauna?
Well,
technically,
like it's in the structure of it. Yeah. So mostly there's something between like maybe 4 to 6 people. Most of them are like can fit in it. They're kind of maybe can be square or round, and they're built with stone.
It's a kind of pile of stones. What is, for me, it is similar as Lithuanian smoke sauna stove, but it's reversed.
Yeah,
you're sitting inside of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And a big one.
Yeah, so it's like a giant. Yeah, like you kind of basically it's a kind of a circular hut made of stones, and there's a very small door that you crawl in. And then inside it can fit, like there's been, you know, most of them are like can fit 4 people, but like some can fit 6 or 7 or 3. So they're quite small enclosed spaces, and then there's a hole in the roof. So like that, there's a little opening that you can crawl in, and there's a hole in the roof. So what they do is they build a fire, and it can be with turf, which is like what we burn here in Ireland. It's like burning